Jenna Ortega is getting real about her love life. In a new interview with Elle, the Scream actress opened up about being single, admitting that the idea of a relationship, quote, stresses her out. Quote, I hate being goo-goo gaga over a boy. I think it's secretly a pride thing. It's a problem with a lot of female characters, that a lot of them are guy-oriented or what they're expressing or emoting is based on a guy's position in a guy's story, the 20-year-old shared, adding, quote, being that vulnerable with someone and having to get to know someone that well and having someone to see you for all that you are, my brain knows that I don't need to think about that right now. The star also noted that maybe she's single because she's just too, quote, obsessed with my work. Rightfully so, Jenna has made quite the splash in Hollywood, not only with her record-breaking success of her Netflix series, Wednesday, but also with her return to Scream 6. Access Hollywood spoke with Jenna and her co-star Melissa Barrera about the new movie, and they shared how the thriller is even more bloody and scary.
You've been quoted as saying that this film is 20 times more mortifying than the last one. Take me behind the scenes on set. How was it shooting some of the more scary scenes? Was the adrenaline pumping? What was it like?
Yeah, the adrenaline was pumping, definitely. We all felt it on set. Like, we felt like everything was bigger. Obviously, we had big set pieces like the New York subway, we had the bodega, we had like iconic New York quintessential spots that we shot in that were so fun for us because we weren't actually shooting in New York, we were in Montreal. So like having slices of New York over there was so fun. And there was a lot of blood. Like Matt and Tyler would yell cut and be like, more blood. Like it was like something that everyone on set, all like the French crew, like the French Canadian crew would quote them as saying like more spritz, which means more sweat and more blood because they always just wanted more and more and more. So it's definitely, we felt it.
What was it like for each of you shooting the sequences with more action in them? How physical did you guys get? Were you doing your own stunts?
I tried to do as much of my stunts as possible, and I think you're the same way.
Yeah.
I think that there was one take where they wouldn't let me. I'm hanging from something, and the directors didn't want to let me do it, and I stood there at the monitor like this, just staring at them until like they would let me go out and do it, and then I got to do it for the next couple of days. But I feel it was nice because there wasn't too many chase sequences in the last one, and I feel like there's more of those now, and I think that that's always the most exciting part about shooting a horror film is because so many things can happen. So many things can often go wrong when you're doing something like that. So it's kind of the go with the flow and improv of it all where you kind of are always discovering something new. But I think that this installment is the most I've ever been covered in bruises for a project ever.
Yeah, your knees were.
I got it pretty good, but I had it ribs, elbows, the whole it was
an action movie.
Yes,
it was an action movie. Yeah. It's a horror movie, but it was actually an action movie. That's how I felt shooting it. I was like, I would turn to Matt and Tyler after we'd done like the hanging off the railing or like the ladder or the running through the theater, and I was like, you guys realize we're doing an action film, right? And they were like, yeah, we are.